lovely blue-eyed blondie has come to live next door. I've seen a lot of her and now I want to see some more. Now, I'm not gonna do the George Formby tribute act, okay? If you came here tonight expecting a George Formby tribute act, you're in for a bit of disappointment. I'm sorry. George Formby, is anybody here from the 1940s of Britain? Didn't think so. For those of you who aren't from 1940s Britain, George Formby was the biggest movie star in Britain in the 1940s and 1930s. And he managed to carve out a career based on writing silly songs on a ukulele that included lots of double entendres. He's my hero. She calls me in there daily to sing and have a chat. She plays me ukulele and she's getting good at that. In that song, ukulele is a euphemism for penis. As you can see, my ukulele is big and red and decorated with tropical fruits, which is more than you can say for my penis, as my wife well knows. But I'm not going to do a bit on George Formby. I'm not going to do the George Formby tribute act. You didn't come here tonight. I want to talk about Queen. Are there any Queen fans in here tonight? Now you see, if I'd asked this 20 years ago, everybody would have gone, no, Queen, no, we don't think Queen. It's really uncool. I've been into Queen since I was like 5 years old. And it's pretty good, because when I was 5, nobody liked Queen. They were like really nerdy band. And now they're pretty cool. Brian May was number 2 in the pop charts last week. So I've gone from nerd to super cool without doing anything. It's brilliant. I'm particularly a big fan of Roger Taylor. He's the drummer from Queen. Some of you may know another Roger Taylor, who is a drummer in Duran Duran. I've written a song about the Roger Taylor from Queen. I haven't written a song about the drummer from Duran Duran. So if you came here tonight expecting songs about Roger Taylor from Duran Duran, again, bitterly disappointed. I'm sorry. I can't provide for everybody. I've written this song about Roger Taylor. I love Roger Taylor. Roger Taylor in 1975 wrote a song called "I'm in Love with My Car," which is the best song ever written by a drummer. It is. And forget about Lars Ulrich, he can really write those songs. He just played the drums. And in 1975, Roger Taylor wrote this song called "I'm in Love with My Car," and this is a song about how Roger Taylor is in love with his car. He has a feel for his automobile. And this song includes, this song includes the greatest rhyming couplet ever recorded in rock history. It goes like this. Told my girl I'd have to forget her, rather buy me a new carburetor. Just marvellous. And Roger Taylor wrote this song and he showed it to Brian May, the guitarist from Queen. And Brian May said, "Is this some kind of joke, Roger?" And Roger said, "No, really, this could be the single, it's a great song." And Brian said, "No," and the rest of the band said, no, we don't like this song, Roger, no, we're not putting that on the album. And so Roger Taylor did what any reasonable adult would do under the circumstances, and he locked himself in a cupboard. And he refused to come out until they agreed to record this song. And so what they did was they put it on the B-side to Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody you all know, of course. Yeah. Bohemian Rhapsody was a huge hit, #1 for 9 weeks, made loads of money. The funny thing is, the Queen at this time had an agreement about their royalties. And they said that the person that writes the B-side for a single would get 50% of the royalties of the A-side. So Bohemian Rhapsody sold millions and millions of copies, and Freddie Mercury had to share half of his money with Roger Taylor from this song. I mean, Freddie Mercury had spent 3 months writing and recording this fantastic 6-minute rock epic, and Roger Taylor had spent about 20 minutes tossing off this song. And so Freddie Mercury was understandably quite livid about this. It's quite hard to imagine Freddie Mercury being livid, because a man with a big leotard with his hairy chest on, so he's kind of like a figure of fun. And Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody is a long song and it ends with a gong. Freddie Mercury wrote quite a few long songs which featured gongs. You might say that Freddie Mercury had a long gong song penchant. Do you want to, I can go if you like. Thank you very much. And the gong is my favourite musical instrument. There's no instrument that I like more. And whenever I see a gong, I can't resist the temptation to hit it. No, really. The gong is my favourite musical instrument. Whenever I see a gong, I can't resist the temptation to hit it. You might say, if you thought about this, you might say that you can't beat a gong, but at the same time, you can't not beat a gong. These were all jokes from my novel, Fredimentary. It's not been published yet. I published it. I put the first chapter online, and I realised that lots of people use the internet, but nobody actually reads anything on the internet. They're just watching videos. And so I wrote a song about Brian May, who invented a time travel machine from a motorcycle engine and a Victorian fireplace. Travelled back to 1973 to complete his astrophysics PhD, which was called and his thesis was called Radial Velocities in the Zodiacal Dust Cloud, which is a bugger to get into a song. It doesn't really scan. But I digress. So I've written this song about Roger Taylor. It's called A Song for Roger Taylor, and it was my hope and intention that the song would end with a gong. As you'll be able to see, I haven't been able to acquire a gong. It is surprisingly difficult to acquire a gong at last minute in Buenos Aires. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced this. And so what I thought we could do is a bit of audience participation. So when I finish the song, you'll know when I finish because I'll play a B flat minor followed by an F major. Okay? Listen out for those two chords, and that's where I finish. And I want you all to do a gong sound. Okay? The gong sound goes like this. Okay? No? How would you do a gong sound then? Huh? You come here, you make funny faces about my gong sound. Okay, so on the count of 3, I want you all to do what you think a gong sounds like, okay? 1, 2, 3, gong! How do you like that? I'm thinking of the gong at the end of Bohemian Rhapsody, where it goes, anywhere the wind blows. It's more like a gong than a gong. No, but it's a gong. It's a big old. It's an R for J rank, and I don't mean that euphemistically. It sounds like gong. Gong. Yeah. All right, we'll do that then. I don't care. So that's sounds even funnier. Do you want to be with me? So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Gong. Very good. Okay. So this is my song for Roger Taylor. It's called Song for Roger Taylor. That's not part of the song, I was just having a drink. It's art. It's a sad song. Roger Taylor, not the drummer from Duran. He played the drums like no man can. And he was the drummer in Queen. Roger Taylor wrote a song about his automobile, an automobile for which he had a feel. Yes, he was in love with his car. Oh, carburetor, how it rhymed with had to forget her. And Roger knew that the hit was his, and Glory would know his name. So Roger Taylor showed this song here to Brian May. And Brian May, do you know what he said? He said, Roger, you're taking the piss. Then Freddie Mercury swung in and said, lads, I've got this song. It's pretty long and it ends with a gong. I've got a long gong song, one shot. That's what he said. Oh, Roger Taylor knew that you couldn't beat a gong. But at the same time, you could not beat a gong. The shot at Glory was gone. So Roger Taylor locked himself in the cabinet and wouldn't come out till his cabriolet. It got the respect it it deserved. No, Roger Taylor took half the cash from the Bohemian Rhapsody smash. That Royal